Chelsea 1-0 Benfica. First clean sheet of the Champions League campaign. 3 points that felt more like relief than celebration. But here's what most people missed. This wasn't just another scrappy win. It exposed exactly where this project stands right now. Pedro Neto running himself into the ground while others looked lost, a defense that finally remembered how to defend, and one absent player whose shadow covered the entire attack. Look, I get it. A 1-0 win off an own goal doesn't scream tactical masterclass. But if you actually watched this match, you saw something more revealing than any 4-0 thrashing could show you. This game stripped Chelsea down to its core. What works, what's broken, and what's desperately missing. We're talking about 5 lessons that go way beyond the scoreline. Stick around, and maybe I'll reignite that blue flame in your chest. First clean sheet of the Champions League campaign. Let that sink in for a second. After all the chaos, the defensive rotations, the questions about whether this backline could ever gel, Chalobah and Badiashile finally gave us something resembling stability. They weren't just solid in the traditional sense of blocking shots and winning headers. Watch the match back and you'll notice how comfortable they were on the ball, playing out from the back even under Benfica's pressure. That's the kind of composure you need when you're trying to control a tight European night. Robert Sánchez deserves credit too, made crucial saves when called upon, commanded his area with real confidence. This wasn't a beautiful performance, but it was exactly what Chelsea needed. Pragmatic, disciplined, professional. Sometimes the foundation matters more than the fireworks, and after weeks of defensive uncertainty, this felt like the reset button finally got pressed at Stamford Bridge. Boring? Maybe. Necessary? Absolutely. Let's talk about Enzo Fernández. Not the highlight reel version, but the actual human being who's been struggling to justify that price tag for weeks now. Against Benfica, something shifted. He wasn't spectacular, no defense-splitting passes, no moments that'll trend on social media. But here's what he did do. He showed up, kept possession moving, didn't hide when things got tight, made himself available in dangerous areas. For a player who's looked completely lost in recent matches, this was a genuine step forward. The bar might be low right now, but improvement is improvement. You could see it in his body language. Less hesitant, more willing to take responsibility. Is this the turning point? Too early to say. But if Chelsea is going to salvage this season, they need their record signing to build on performances like this. Not asking for brilliance yet, just asking for consistency, for presence, for signs of life. Against Benfica, we finally saw a pulse. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Without Cole Palmer, Chelsea doesn't have a brain. I'm not being dramatic. Watch how the attack functions when he's not there. The wingers just run. That's it. They get the ball, they sprint forward, and then nothing. No vision, no creativity, no understanding of what comes next. It's like watching a team play on instinct alone, except the instincts aren't good enough. Palmer's influence goes so far beyond his goal contributions. He's the one who sees the pass before it's available, who slows down the game when everyone is panicking, who creates space just by existing in certain areas. Against Benfica, you felt his absence in every attacking sequence that died at the final third. Garnacho, talented as he is, made poor decisions. The young players looked disconnected, unable to combine effectively. This isn't about individual quality. It's about football intelligence. And right now, Palmer is the only one who seems to have it in abundance. That's a massive problem. Gittens came on, and I genuinely couldn't believe how many bad decisions one player could make in such a short time. It's almost impressive in the wrong way. Every touch seemed to lead to the wrong choice. Dribbling when he should pass, passing when he should shoot, shooting from impossible angles. Now, is this a talent problem? Absolutely not. The ability is clearly there. But watching him against Benfica exposed something crucial. He's nowhere near this level of pressure. Maybe it's the lack of consistent minutes, maybe it's just age and development. But here's the harsh reality. When you're bought for big money, expectations don't wait for you to figure it out. The price tag puts a target on your back immediately. Fans want returns on investment, and patience runs thin when the team is struggling. Gittens needs time, needs a run of games to build confidence and understanding. But does Chelsea have that luxury right now? That's the question nobody wants to answer.
While everyone's focusing on what's wrong, let me tell you about what's right. Pedro Neto. This guy ran himself into the ground against Benfica, and that whipped cross that led to the own goal, pure quality and effort combined. Even when the entire attack looked lifeless, Neto kept making runs, kept showing for the ball, kept trying to create something from nothing. The physicality he brings is underrated. He doesn't get bullied, doesn't back down from duels, doesn't disappear when things get tough. This season, alongside Stavon, he's been one of my favorite Chelsea players to watch. Not because of flashy moments, but because of relentless commitment. He's the kind of player who makes everyone around him better just by setting the standard. Does he get the headlines? Rarely. Does he get the recognition he deserves? Not even close. But nights like this against Benfica remind you why consistency matters just as much as talent. That blue flame I mentioned? Neto is one of the few still keeping it lit. So there you have it, 5 lessons from one ugly win. Sanchez was solid tonight, but is he the answer long-term? Because Mike Mignon to Chelsea isn't just rumor anymore, and I broke down exactly what that means for this defense in my latest video. Links right there. Sanchez or Mignon? Drop your answer below. See you in the next one.